Good morning, everyone. It is a bright and balmy, like supposedly 25 degrees, but feels like 19 degrees here in Indianapolis. I know Allison loves to hear the weather in Saturday mornings. Hi, Allison. Suppose it's kind of sunny right now, but it's supposed to rain later today, which it's cold enough that it should be snow. So I don't know what the weatherman's talking about, but since when has the weatherman ever been right? Right. So, let's see what happened this week. Must have been a blood moon on Thursday. Yep, Thursday. We had three different furnaces go out, and we had frozen pipes late Thursday night. Luckily, our HVAC guy was able to get out and get the furnaces back up and online. And uh, One of our guys was able to get the um, the damage was minor at the property that had the burst pipes. What happened is this is another reason why I'm not a big fan of turnkey guys. I mean, I know there's probably some good ones out there, but there's a lot of bad ones, especially in the low income stuff. Anyway, so we have a property that one of our investors, she brought like 10 properties from a turnkey guy. And Long story short, she's just had problem after problem after problem with them. And so she, so one of her properties, they had rerun the plumbing in it, and they had rerun it all in CPVC. And there's multiple ways to do plumbing, supply line, stuff like that. You'll see, at least in Indy, we see CPVC, we see galvanized, we see copper, we see PEX. My preferable method is PEX. Um, and we'll see, like I say, CPVC. So CPVC has a problem. It's very uh, prone to hairline cracks and breaking. It is not a good water supply line in Indiana. It is cheap, and that's why a lot of guys use it. I think we're starting to find that PEX is on that level. PEX is a lot more, it tolerates freezing, so that's good. PEX is also easy to install, it's flexible, um, but there's still a ton of CPVC out there. Um, so this house had CPVC. They reran the plumbing in CPVC. They ran it through the attic above the insulation. Um, we've been we've had a couple of instances over the past year where we had to fix it. So last night one of the seams just burst. And so not last night, Thursday night. So long story short, so we have our guys out there and we're replacing it all with PEX. So hopefully we will not have this problem in the future. So if you walk into a house and you see CPVC, if it's on an interior walls where it's going to constantly get heat, then you may be okay, but you may want to consider replacing it for PEX. Um, I wouldn't recommend you do copper, especially in low income areas, because it's just going to get stolen. So PEX. So we got that repair going. Let's see what else is going on. Not a whole lot. Um, I got video of my commercial property. Currently, I'm all into it for 67K, but I still have a lot of other stuff that needs to be done. HVAC, plumbing, electrical. The plumbing I have to actually get hooked up to city water. Um, you've probably heard before, but I got hosed by the city, the citizens utilities. Anyways, long story short, so we have to get hooked up to that. We're checking to see if when they unhooked my property from city water, did they also unhook my sewer hookups? Because if I got to open up the road to install water, then I want to do it all at one time, not, you know, multiple times, get the water turned on, everything's back to normal, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, surprise, you have no drains. So, so we're checking to see if that. So I've got my roofs are done. There's still some siding stuff that needs to be done, exterior siding stuff that needs to be done. I need to hook up to water. I need to figure out electrical. I think what I'm going to do with this property is I'm going to I'm just going to get it to where the exterior looks good. I got to figure out the lot too. The lot's pretty tore up, pretty ate up. And so anyway, so I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with all that sort of stuff. And then I will probably just list it as is. No HVAC, no plumbing. Well, I might have, no, I probably won't even hook up the plumbing. I'll get quotes for the plumbing, but I'm not going to hook the plumbing up until I find out exactly what's going in there. And then I'll list it for rent. I'll probably rent it for $4 to $5 a square foot. See what happens. The area is supposedly going through some massive changes. If you guys have some ideas of what's going down there, I mean, the trustee is like all giddy, but not, you know, I'm not getting information out of him, or at least my sources are not getting information out of him. I haven't talked to him. But anyway, so, all right. So we're going to do one property today. This is one we just got back off of rent. We will go through it, take a look, see what we see, and you'll probably get out of here early. Yay! You don't have to tolerate me that much this morning. It doesn't look like anybody's on anyways right now, so boo. All right, so let's do the dealio. Where is it? Right there. That's it. I'm getting better at this. Pressing buttons. All right, so here's our property. All right, let's see what we got. We got Kyle loud enough. Turn him up a little bit. All right, now let's hit the play.
There's no bottom rail on that front gate there.
Nice.
Roof looks good. Siding looks fine. These steps are not in great condition, but they work.
Serviceable. Trash out here needs to be cleaned up.
The gate kind of latches.
Ooh. I'm giddy with anticipation.
That way, works going that way, but if you were to push in, it hits the stairs anyway, so I guess that's fine. Missing like some mortar right on there, and then there's an issue here where the handrail attaches to. We need to secure that up. Pile of like rocks right here, and your gutter up there is pretty dented. Probably still works fine. A little bit of overgrowth to be removed right here in the front. Downspout goes into some kind of underground connection there. No screen on the window on this side of the house. Siding looks fine. Soffit looks all right. Don't see any fascia issues. I think you're good there.
We got central air next door.
This window does have its screen. Yeah, there's just the one over there. Power's off, so I can't check if any of these lights work. Looks like that window up on the front porch is missing the screen. I need to get closer to verify that. Bag of trash here. This one has its screen, but you can see it's bent there. This is, I don't know, low spot. Thinking that just needs to be cleaned up, but I don't know, maybe some issue with water pooling there may need to be addressed. It looks like something, maybe they had the AC or something here. It's real nasty on the siding there, so you're gonna want to pressure wash that probably. And then it looks like the hose spigot is broken as well, which doesn't have the handle. Electric meter, spectrum box, some extra charcoal. This downspout here has no extension. This is your parking, I suppose. So you just come in and up the curve here and land in this. You might want to clean it up a little bit. I don't know. Kind of looks like maybe there used to be a garage there, but it's gone now. Fire pit here. This back shed thing, addition, whatever we're calling it, is solid but kind of funky. More trash, more overgrowth. Your vent there, I'm guessing for a dryer, and that's missing the cover to keep mice and stuff from going in it. Extra basketball hoop and overgrowth over here. More trash in there too. Here's the gas meter, and here's this downspout has something it's going into. I already looked at this side, but get you another angle on it. This window does not have a screen, and it's also broken right there on the sash. It looks like it's probably unlocked too. We'll see if it'll close from inside. No screen on this one. You got this piece of trim here. Drip edge, I think, is coming down on the side of the shed addition. Hopefully you can see that step there's hollow. So here's the shed space. It's got some steps up into it. It's just full of trash. There's no door here. Don't know if there was one before, but you need to at least clean it out. And I don't know if it's feasible. I'd try to put a door here just to keep from getting random folks wandering in there. Yeah, there's no screen on this window. A little bit more junk on the porch, not too much.
No lights? No lights.
It's gonna be kind of dark in here. I might pull these tacked on window curtains down so we get a little bit of light to try to see what we're doing in here. That window's locked. The floors in here are in pretty good shape. They're nice floors. I don't know what they are. Some kind of laminate, I'm guessing. They're pretty good. Walls in this room look pretty decent. Missing your smoke detector. The fan here is missing all the globes for the lights. Just has bare bulbs. You got some wiring coming out right there. I don't know if that's internet, phone, thermostat, something. It's not. It's not your regular outlet wiring. These hooks are broken. I don't know if those are hooks that just need to be removed, or I don't know if they'll come off without taking paint with them. Is really the issue. I guess this is a bedroom. In real estate, we call this cozy, right? Smoke detectors here and beeping. You got too long of a spindle in the middle of the light fixture there.
Ooh, that's a big word, spindle.
The stick that it attaches to. Floor is pretty covered in crap. I think it's going to be all right.
Repainted or touched up?
I don't know if I can move that door. I don't want to drag this furniture around too much. The window looks like it's closed. Well, I guess this is coming down too.
Somebody got some candy wrappers going on.
It's not latching. There's single hung. There's something just not going up. No, we got a bunch of trash in under it. I'll see if I can mess with that a little bit more, but that one is pretty far off, so it may need to be adjusted before it'll actually latch.
Anybody need a duvet?
There's too much stuff in here. I don't know if
Duvet. Whatever that thing is
I'm
called.
gonna be able to get the door to close, but look at this side of it. Don't see any damage from that angle. So I think you're gonna be okay there, but I don't know for sure that it latches. We'll go this way. Yeah, these windows are not really lining up because this one doesn't have anything in the way of it. They're single hung, so it's not that. Yeah, you're gonna have to look at the windows, at least these front ones, because they're not latching. I think all the glass is in this door. It's impressive. I think it's all in that one too. Walls looking good. Floors are good. I think that light's too low, but I guess if you put a table under it, you'd be all right.
Every window's
all the
unlocked.
windows on the house. I don't know if there's been some settling or something. You got extra flooring in this window seat too.
Do we? We need to pick that up, I think. If it's ours.
It's in decent shape as well.
That's one video. One video down.
It's gonna be the wrong size floor grate there. So, yeah. This room, I think, we'll test this door here. See if it latches up. Yeah. So I think you're good there. So I think all the windows we looked at so far are not latching right. But besides that, in this room, I think just that floor grate, and you should be good to go in here. And obviously cleaning. Kitchen, kind of dirty floors. Must be fridge was here, stove was there. Looks like you've got a gas hookup and a electric hookup. 3-prong for the stove there. That's the glass from the stove door. Walls are looking all right. Flooring in here is dirty, where the stove and the fridge were especially. But I'm guessing it'll clean up. No end cap on the counter over here.
Well, I guess I could speed it up.
Looks like a stain there. I think the counter's gonna clean up. There's a couple of your smoke detectors.
And they need batteries.
And it looks all right. Some mild sauce from Taco Bell.
Woohoo!
The base
right
there's
there.
peeling up, so you might want to.
That is CPVC right there. We don't like CPVC. Bad. But it's on an inside wall, so theoretically it should be okay. It's not an exterior wall. Bad.
The base there's peeling up, so you might want to put something else down in the base there, or clean up something. There's a dead roach over here, so you may want to do a pest treatment. Cabinets aren't looking too bad though.
On the Lazy Susan, is there a...
They're all kind of sticky, so I would just
Is the door
make sure
okay on
when you
the
do
Lazy
clean, get
Susan?
them all wiped down. I think that does it there.
Oh, he didn't show me. I caught him. I caught him.
Let's see if I can do this. Doorknobs are loose. Let this turn. So another one of your smoke detectors is missing from. So we've got 2 of them missing, 2 on the counter. So far, you're breaking even. Hallway floor looks good. Walls are okay. I think you've got a moisture issue. I believe this is the chimney. I think we'll see it in the next room we're in too. So you may need to address that. I don't know how well it shows up on the camera, but it's a little lumpy. Your thermostat, 40 degrees in here. Nice and toasty. Here's this bedroom. We'll go ahead and see if we can get some extra light. This window's locked.
Cracked.
And the back of the house is gonna be all right. This cabinet built in, pretty nice. Hopefully this Sharpie or whatever on there washes off.
This wall needs to be repainted.
There's that chimney I was just mentioning on the other side. So I don't know if that's been addressed or whatever, but I think it needs to be evaluated and make sure that whatever the underlying issue is taken care of, and then patch it on up all the way around. Flooring in here seems fine.
Walls look filthy.
Door looks all right. The door could use some touch-up paint. And I would say you're probably painting in here anyway, since you got to patch up that chimney. Probably paint the closet too while you're doing it, because it's multicolored at the moment. See if you can get those not to be pink anymore up there. I don't know if it's painted shut, or settled shut, or screwed shut, but it's not opening for me. You can see the bottom of the closet door has a little bit of wear right there, and scratch across it. They're off the track too. You can see right there that back door is pretty beat up. So I plan on potentially needing new closet doors there. The door does close and latch. This side's all right. I'd say make sure you get it wiped down when they're cleaning. Over here you can see that plate right there is warped out a little bit. I don't know how you fix that really. I guess take it off, try to bend it back. I think that's it. Oh, also missing the globe on the ceiling light fixture. So, in this room, closet doors, Don't really need to paint too bad. And the wall straight across is kind of dirty too, but I'd say paint it because you're gonna do that chimney work. So just go ahead and paint this whole room. Kind of looks like something got cleaned on the wall just past the closet there too. And then paint inside the closet and the upper cabinets above the closet and get the doors assessed. Another missing smoke detector.
Oh, boy,
Now you're
smoke
down
detectors.
one. So we found 3 missing, and there's only 2 on the counter.
So it's basically a 3-bedroom.
See if we
Keep
find
a
some more.
3-bedroom.
It's not working real great. It popped out. I'd work on that a little bit. Otherwise, Lee will get himself stuck in here. So
Try it. Get myself stuck in the bathroom.
there's some staining right next to the toilet there. I don't know if I can get the right angle on it to really have it show up. Floor feels solid. Yeah, floor's solid. But it's possible there's a little bit of a leak over here, or that they just weren't very cleanly. Missing a bulb. I think those are supposed to be the round bulbs, but I don't know if that's that important. No shower curtain rod. Well, there it is. No shower curtain rod up. So just put that one back up probably. Though it looks a little rusty. May need to replace that. The tub itself looks decent. Needs to be recaulked. Obviously cleaned. And then maybe some touch-up paint over by the drain there. And these 2 spots here on the side. There and there. Sink is dirty.
Ooh, excuse me.
But the vanity looks fine.
More CPVC.
So for the bathroom, caulk the tub, make sure the toilet's not leaking, clean the whole thing, put the shower rod up, and assess this door. Make sure that it locks right. I think they were having issues with it. They've got a little hook lock there anyways. Bedroom number 2, I believe.
3, I think. 2 or 3. That one bedroom in the front.
Closes, does not latch.
None of these rooms
Door
are very
looks
big.
alright. On side A, side B, not too bad. Got some damage to the wall there, the obvious doorknob mark, and then a couple marks lower than that. Not sure what that's for. Maybe something that was attached to the door that the door hit. So probably patch out that wall. Since it's not just the doorknob, I don't think you can get away with just putting the doorknob, doorstop sticker, whatever it is, on there. Closet looks okay. Missing the
Another globe.
globe again on the light. Fixture here. The front door is fine. The back door I think is half off the track, or maybe hangs a little low, rubbing on the floor or something and moved, but you can tell it was dragging something.
Not too bad.
Couple marks on the floor, but I don't think anything worth replacing it.
Do we need to
Walls
repaint?
look pretty good. With more light, they might look dirtier. You can see a few marks. I guess depends. If you're doing that other painting, this isn't really that much more to paint. Once you've got all the right stuff out. Another window issue here. Yeah, this one's not closing either. So I think we've had one window that closed properly in this house. But besides that, in this room, you got the globe, and then figuring out patching, possibly painting over here behind the door, and the door did not latch.
2 big old yawns.
Yeah, I don't think there are smoke detectors in the actual bedrooms. I guess that may have been bedroom 3, because that little room that we went in first, we were calling bedroom 1. So that one over there has a smoke detector, but these other 2 do not. They don't have the mounting plate for them either, so I'm guessing they never had them. And there's just the one in the hallway that served both of them. Heading down to the basement. This is the exterior door. It closes and latches. That's between here and that little shed space we looked at from the outside. I think you're missing the little stair corner piece there on the top step from the kitchen down these stairs. Walls and ceiling and light fixtures seem fine. I think we already mentioned that this smoke detector here is missing.
I can't see. Can you?
Got a electric water heater.
Oh, electric water here.
Little shelf over here. Plenty of trash down here. Missing the Oh, no, you're not. Okay. So this is unscrewed. So it just moves on these screws over here as a hinge instead of how it should, like this. So just need to put that back together. Need a couple screws. Check out this fun crawl space over here. If I can line up the camera and the flashlight right. And the wires here. All right.
Crash down there? I can't tell.
So that window
Looks
is
like
toast and boarded up. Here's our 3-prong dryer connection. It's like a phone line there too. Let's see, washer. Here we go. Looks like that is the washer connection. Kind of funky. Looks like hot, maybe. I don't know. Well, no, those are both off the same pipe. Maybe that. I don't know. Anyways, there's several different little connections here for, I believe, the washing machine, and then drain line for it as well. Some more junk in the crawl space there.
There's some more junk
in
your
board
trunk.
that's laying down right there, though. Maybe it was up. The other one had a board in the way of the hole between the basement space and the crawl space. In case you're worried, there is more furniture here to be disposed of.
Woohoo! Love me some furniture.
I'm not a plumber, but I don't think you're supposed to reduce by that much on your plumbing line. So I think that that's like, I don't know, 2-inch coming down there. I don't think you need it to be this big at any point really, but I think once you go that big, you can't reduce it down. So you may need to just run a new drain line for this. What's that going to be there? That's got to be the bathroom.
Yes. There we go.
Well, actually, I don't know. Oh no, it turns. Okay, that's the kitchen sink. Yeah. So that one coming down right there, that's the kitchen sink. And then that connection over there is for the washing machine, I believe. You don't need it to be, whatever that is, 4-inch for those to go into, I don't think. So I would just get a smaller pipe so that where you feed in there is smaller. Probably not really supposed to feed into that either because I think it's a clean out, but it is what it is. And we will look at the furnace. Gas furnace looks fine. Don't see any obvious issues with it. So I think that should about wrap up everything here. You can see some maybe water issues along the side here. Looks like probably was painted with maybe that waterproofing paint, but it doesn't quite stop all the water intrusion. So I think that there was at least one downspout missing the extension. That might help with it. And then there was 1 or 2 spots where the gutters were kind of dented, might not be catching the water there. But I think that that's everything here.
All right. So that was pretty simple. Doesn't seem too bad, but let's see what we got here. Fix the front gate. I don't know, maybe 25 bucks. Tuck pointing on front of the home, maybe 250. But we can probably do that. When it warms up, it says gutters on the front of the home. Let's highlight that. A couple of screens need replaced. That's normal. Let's say there's actually there was quite a few. 50 bucks. South side of property assessed where window AC was. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave that alone right now. Replace dryer vent cover. I don't think that'll be very much. 25. Reattach drip edge on back bump out. I'm gonna leave that as a miscellaneous charge. Minor trash clean out inside and out. Probably 300 bucks. It seems like that's about the minimum I can get a guy out there to pull out all the trash. Smoke detectors. There's several smoke detectors in there, about 30 bucks a piece. So 30 times 4. Looks like my video might be taking a big fat patootie. So let's see if this works. Anyways, according to YouTube, I'm not streaming properly, so we'll see how it goes on. All right, so smoke detectors, 30 bucks a piece. And there's probably 3 or 4 of them. So let's say there's 120, so it's probably about 150. But that should hopefully solve our problem, for at least 10 years. Because we'll put in the 10-year battery ones. Assess if walls can be cleaned. We'll do that. Oop, what did I just do? I didn't do what I wanted to do. There we go. Assess doors, windows, make sure they close and latch properly. Assess size of floor grates if needed throughout. There was at least one. So I'm going to definitely put in about $50. Oops. Pest treatment is probably going to run $250. Assess flashing on chimney. Probably. Why is my printer going crazy? Assess flashing on chimney. $250. Bedroom needs to be repainted. I think at least one bedroom needs to be repainted, so that's probably $150. Repair, replace closet doors and bedroom off kitchen. So the doors are probably $40-50 a piece. So probably 100. So it's probably 100 a quarter. Replace globes on ceiling lights. There was at least 2 of them that were missing their ceiling lights. So let's say that they're probably like $40. And not that much, 30. But you gotta have a guy do it. So it's probably, let's just say 30. I don't know. 40. Assess bathroom floor around toilet leaking. Can it be cleaned? So we got to assess this. Caulk the tub. Can't imagine that's going to cost us very much. $50. Door stops, guards as needed. So let's just figure $25 parts and labor there. Repair, replace threshold. Let's do miscellaneous on that. Fix cover for breaker box. That should be about a 2-second job. Assess soil stack, drain, and basement. That means it's harder to source the screws for this thing than it is for that. Assess soil stack, drain, and basement. Yeah, we just need to do that. All right, so miscellaneous. Let's do this. Man, I hate to do anything less anymore because just little stupid stuff is going to show up, especially now that we've increased our list of stuff that we're checking as we go through houses. I've got a rent ready checklist. These are things that we check. Let me pull up my just to kind of show you guys what we are heavily enforcing now. Before we will rent a house out, these are things that we are checking. Let me see if I can move this down a little bit. So gutters and downspouts clean and tight. Check if trees and shrubs are away from the house, roof of the house. Garage shed doors, locks working. We're checking to make sure it's all cleared out. Storm doors are gone, what I'm saying, they're working. Doors and windows are all working. Sidewalks, mailbox, light fixtures. It seems like this is excessive. Seems like I'm racking up a bill on someone that's an owner, but these are all issues that we have on a regular basis. And the whole goal here is to get a tenant in, and we're going to keep that tenant forever. We're wanting to check all this stuff. We're interior, make sure the air conditioner drains properly. We just saw why. I need to make sure that that's being drained properly. Furnace, clean, new filter, blah, blah, blah. Smells new, fresh, whatever. Doors, make sure they're working properly, installed properly. Lights, all working with proper light bulbs, light fixtures, clean. Ceiling fans, clean. Smoke alarms working. Plumbing, we're testing to make sure that the toilets are working and then they're not wobbly and not leaking. We're testing to make sure that the faucets and drains are all working properly. Sinks are clean, countertops, just this sort of stuff here is on our list that we're checking now as part of our rent ready checklist. This is, some of our properties have, we get them and they've been, a lot of maintenance have been deferred. But I think by checking these things up front, we are finding issues And in a lot of cases, we're finding issues before they become issues, or a lot of times we're finding issues that are already issues. So while it would be nice to be a slumlord, it is not worth the drama. It's not worth the hassles. It's not worth dealing with unhappy people. We're not doing that stuff. I mean, we never really tried to do that stuff in the past, but you inherit properties with tenants or inherit properties that have been abused for a long time. So you just don't know especially when you're dealing with houses that are 60, 80, 100 years old. You don't know what has happened to that house, right? So anyway, so I'm gonna put in miscellaneous $500 and then a final clean. And then it's about 250 for a final clean. So I know my owner on this property, she's not gonna be very happy, but we're gonna add this up. Um, I'm gonna add in the assessed floor grate one because I know that's gonna have to be done. We just need to know the size so I can order it. Oops. So about 25.90. So I know we've done a lot of work on this house. This poor owner has been abused. She bought a bunch of properties from a turnkey guy. She was one of the ones I was talking about earlier. She bought a bunch of properties from a turnkey guy, and the turnkey guy sold her junk. Um, so, long story short, that's where we're at. But I think we're nearing there's light at the end of the tunnel. I think that a lot of this stuff, a lot of this stuff is just maintenance items, right? Stuff that we're finding that have been abused over the years. I mean, some of it is definitely, um, stuff that tenant did. Screens here, that's tenant stuff. Trash clean out inside and out, that's tenant stuff. Smoke detectors, that's owner related. Pest treatment, that's definitely tenant damage. Assessed flashing on chimney, that is maintenance items on this house. The bedroom that needs to be repainted, that is a tenant issue. So there's about 50-50 here. It looks like repair, replace closet doors and bedroom off kitchen. That's probably because they were not initially installed correctly, but it could be damage from the tenant. Ceiling lights, that's tenant damage. Another thing we're doing is we're putting in LED light bulbs, right? So, you know, it's fine and good that we push back on residents and tell them you're going to be the one that's doing these little small minor maintenance items. But at the end of the day, here's what happens: they removed the globe on the ceiling light to replace the light bulb, and then they never put the globe back up, and then the globe got lost, right? Or the globe broke um, when they were swapping the bulb. So we're putting LED light bulbs in that should be good for 10 years. Um, Caulk tub, that's a maintenance item. Door stops, guards as needed. That should have been a maintenance item. I mean, the resident shouldn't be banging the doors into the walls, but I mean, again, I digress. So, a lot of this stuff is just, repair, replace basement thresholds, fix cover for breaker box. I mean, that's just a maintenance item. A lot of this is maintenance stuff. So, anyways, all right. I think that's about it. Man, 10:09. You guys are getting out of here early. 10:09. So been a pretty slow day. I really didn't even want to do this morning, so I did it. I stuck it through, right? My resolve is strong. Where is this at? Where is this? Why is that little bit of? We'll just move my camera over, right? Nope, you can still see it. What is that? Is that this? Is that my light doing that? Pretty much. Yeah, you can still see it over there, can't you? Nah, where is that? No, my hand's in front of it. There's something black there. I don't know what that is. All right. Anyways, I'm easily distracted. Squirrel. Click the like, click the subscribe. If you guys got questions, let me know. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.